I am in the process of still waking up myself. I've got a patient already seen, and I'm over in Donna. Good morning, ground fog. I hope this morning finds you happy, healthy, and whole. The three H's. So let me do my little intro here. You got in here so fast. Thank you. Um, this is OMKR coming to you live deep from South Texas, about 6 miles from the Mexican border today in a little town called Donna, Texas. Very very small town, very interesting town along the Rio Grande River where we live. So, all right, now we're up and running. All right. So, good morning, ground fog. I hope today finds you well. The three H's, me making fun of reading, writing, and arithmetic. The three R's. So, if you didn't know that, I'm starting really early today, so it's going to take people probably a while to wake up and get in here. So, as they come in, we'll get running. Brought a couple interesting knives today. I'm flipping the 80-20.5, the fidget beast that it is. Today, what are you carrying, ground fog? I would love to know. Give me a clue. What you got with you, and how's the weather, and where are you at? I like to start the day off asking everyone what's going on. So, in fact, I have a couple little topics, but early minute guy today. Yeah, I even put the wrong time on the banner. I was up late last night with the gaming going on, and I put 9:45 p.m. on the banner for today's show. Oops. Oh well. You all figure it out. You guys are smart, so I wasn't too worried. And yes, I am starting early. I'm starting early every day that I can, just to get any extra and all time I can get in. They keep taking it away. We got like 90 hours yesterday though, and that was with not. I mean, I think most of the people not looping and doing stuff as bad as we have been because they're getting mad at us. So it's really cool. I appreciate all the views, all the hours. We will get there, and I'm gonna, like I said, throw the ounce of silver in for the giveaway on my birthday regardless. Everyone's been doing so much to try and get us there that how could I not? Yeah, darn sneaky YouTube guys. How dare they take time away from us that we've been trying to cheat and get? I mean, that's horrible. Alona Santos. Hello. Hi. Where are you from? Alona, I have not seen you in here before. Please join us and make sure you're subscribed, and be sure to get back here at least for August 31st, my reverse giveaway. Have a lot of stuff being given away, and it's going to be really cool. So if you haven't seen that, go check out the other videos, and please, if you can, watch as many videos as you can. I'm trying to get view time up so that we can have memberships and all that good stuff, and then I can turn this channel into a giveaway channel for Protect, because I want to give away Protects. You are already subscribed? Excellent. Thank you very much. Do they know who I am? Right? Do they? Anyway, in fact, on top of that, they probably do, and that's why they're doing it, right? Good morning, Zach K. I hope you are well. I hope the day finds you happy, healthy, and whole. By the way, the three H's, I did a sticker. It should get here by the end of the week. I did a sticker yesterday with my logo and then H to the third power on it. So we'll be adding those to the giveaways, and I'll send. I didn't get very many. I think I only got like 15 or 20 or something like that. But enough to throw in some giveaways and just for the fun for the people who have been here in the lives and know what it means. I hope that finds some inspiration, and we can get that to some viewers. So that would be kind of fun. But yeah, we're getting there. We still. Thanks. Hey, Marcus. You know what? I've abused that privilege enough. I know him a little bit. Yeah. You're in the Philippines. It's nighttime. I thought with that last name Santos that it might be somewhere Hispanic. I live right next to the Mexican border. Yo hablo español. I know Philippines. You also speak a lot of Spanish, but you also have your own language. I've worked around a lot of Filipino nurses, and I've never been able to understand anything they're saying. Not a bit. So it's funny. Yeah, I'm quite fortunate. Actually, just a reminder, Marcos. Yeah, he's sending us a knife for the giveaway. Baby, know me and friend. You have a knife. I do indeed. I am carrying the 80-20.5, and this is actually a knife connoisseur and knife channel. But this is a morning show in which we are trying to just have everyone have a uplifting and positive day. I want to make it just a good thing for everybody so that you can leave here with a smile on your face, maybe a little happier, and do something nice for someone later on in the day. And if we all do that, it'll be a better world. Good morning, Joe. Baby, if you are not subscribed, please subscribe. I appreciate all the help I can get on getting views on the channel and everything. We got about 90 without any extra spamming on my part, that because they're just taking all that away. Blessed, good morning. I hope you are having a good day. I hope it finds you better after the show than it finds you before the show. We can all uplift each other and have a wonderful day. That's what we're here for. Everyone, wish each other good morning. Let me know what you're carrying, if you're carrying a knife, and baby, if you're not carrying a knife, well, there's you should always carry a knife. Rule number 9 in life is always carry a knife. And then I have a corollary that uh, that 1 is never enough, 2 is too few, 3 barely cuts it. So you ought to carry like 4 knives with you if you're going to carry a knife. Honestly, I like to make fun of it. So anyway, I'm carrying the 80-20.5 today. That's what you hear clacking here in the background. And I brought a couple of other knives to talk about. I was talking yesterday, I did titanium knives, right? And so I brought one of my titanium knives that I had missed and forgotten. And it brings up something. It is actually probably the most useless knife in my collection. And I was wondering if you all have a useless knife in your collection. Do you all have any useless knives that you have? Today, Zach, and by the way, everyone, please drop your carry and what your weather's like and everything like that, where you're from today in your chat. I appreciate it. Mr. Skullfire, good morning. Zach is carrying the new Tinnable Tarkin Victorinox Pioneer in his Arkfield UV. I do like the Arfields. The more I've messed around with them, the more they've grown on me. A pretty good, solid flashlight. Your Wi-Fi is really bad. I hear you. Mine is really bad too, because I am coming to you from a parking lot in front of a Burger King. This is my mobile office studio because I'm a physical therapist and I'm in between patients. And so I do these live streams in the mornings between patients to try and uplift everybody in the community. We wanna have a good positive day, and that's what I'm trying to push and do here. I also started way early. I wasn't even supposed to be on until 9:45 or 10. But I like to come in early and hang out and get everyone going. And then as it keeps going, it's already 98 degrees there in Alabama, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Oh, yeah. And so, yeah, and that's what we're here for. We're here to just have a good morning. So that's what we're for. Baby Nomi and friend says hi again. Hi. I appreciate that. 98 degrees there. Let me give you an idea what we're looking at. I think we're behind you today, actually. You got the humidity going. It's only 88 here right now, but it's getting there. The sun's already beating down, and we're going to get over 100 today. Probably 102 again. How old am I? You're just a baby. Well, thanks for joining me. And if you can share your time with me and YouTube gives me your views, I'm delighted to have them. Thank you. And I hope we have an uplifting day. We keep it very polite in here. We do not have any controversial topics that will offend anybody if we can avoid it, other than me, my horrible teeth, making fun of me, things like that. You can do that all you want. I am 58 years old. My birthday, I'll be 59. So there you have it. Only 83 in South Carolina. Only 83. Yeah, 83 is pretty hot for this time of the morning over there. Of course, I guess it's about 11 over there. It's getting there. Just a baby YouTube. I'm not sure exactly what you mean, but okay. Please hang out and join us. Where are you from there, baby? If you don't mind me asking, and it's not too personal, your parents might not want you to put it all over the internet if you really are just a child. If you're under 18, do be aware that this channel is listed as not for children. Well, not for children, but it's not listed specifically for children. So just so you know. But you're welcome to be here. I don't mind. I film YouTube. Oh, you're saying that you are a baby YouTuber. You are just getting started creating YouTube videos and stuff. I get it. Well, hey, Me too. I've had a channel for 15 years and I'm still just a baby YouTuber. My channel just crossed 1,000 subs and we're looking at getting 3,000 hours in so that I can get memberships and all of that good stuff going. So if you can watch any videos and you can set them up to play in the background, go for it. You just got to remember to vary it once in a while, pick a different playlist every hour or two because unfortunately, YouTube is like if you loop a playlist, they're just going to remove the hours. They're not going to let people do that. Hi, Miranda Kay. Good morning. I hope this morning finds you happy, healthy, and whole. I made another set of stickers. I was just saying that has H to the third power. I only got about 15 of them, but I'll be sending them out with the swag packs for the giveaway, and I will be sending some of them to channel members. So we'll have some little giveaways in here. Uh, Got it. Stacy, good morning. Welcome. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you being here. I hope today finds you with the 3H to the third power and happy, healthy, and whole. If you don't know what I'm doing there, baby, I'm making fun of the 3 R's. I realize that whole is with the W, and the 3 R's, reading, writing, and arithmetic, also have a W, and frankly, an A. So I'm really just making fun of that when I say the 3 H's, okay? For anyone who hasn't caught on to that, just in case. It's nighttime there. Yeah, I know. I know. But instead of a happy good morning, I hope you have a happy good evening. Thank you for pointing that out. I hope you find this evening uplifting, and I hope you go to bed happy and in a better mood, and you wake up tomorrow in a better mood because of it. That's a good point. Very good point. Thank you for making it. I appreciate it. So I brought a couple of knives with me. I haven't shown this one on here. This is a nice little. If I can get the carbon fiber to show up, a nice little Civivi carry. It's called the Bow. It's in Nitro V, and it's a Brad Zinkler or whatever his name is design. It's a pretty cool knife. I just don't carry it that much because it's kind of small. So it's a good little side pocket knife. Let's see if I can get the blade to catch the light because the edge is like really pretty bright, pretty polished. Anyway, pretty nice. So I like that one, and it's relatively reasonably priced knife. I don't think I paid very much for it at all, but I got it on the secondary. Oh, you all are welcome. I'm like I said, I'm here for the positivity. I am doing a late night show. That's maybe for us. It'd be an early morning show for you, which is probably it's intermittent. I'm not doing it all the time, but this show is every morning, Monday through Saturday, all week long, about the same time. Sometime between 9:45 and 10, I'll get started. Sometimes as early as 9:30, and I'll usually run to about 10:30. So thank you for coming in, and if you want to come back in and share your time with me. I'm delighted to have you. I'm delighted to have all of you in here, and it's very nice of y'all to come in. Appreciate it. So Stacy, what are you carrying today? What you got going? Let's see. Who else hasn't told me what they're carrying? I'm sure Zach has. Zach, did you tell me? Let me go back here. Mr. Skullfire has not told me. Zach did tell me what he was carrying. There we go. Blessed, good morning. What are you carrying? I haven't heard back from you on that. Let me know. Who started you out? I don't know exactly what you meant there, but I mean, who got you started on YouTube? That's a good question. Actually, that brings up a question I wanted to ask and getting started. But I wanted to ask everyone what their first collected knife was. What was the first knife that you had that ended up being an item in your collection? Someone who shouted you out? Well, that was kind. That was very nice. That is a good way to get started. It was Zach that actually, Zach from Zach Stuff. I collect and collect knives. I collect and play with knives. Once in a while, I have to open up packages, of course, of other knives, which is the #1 use of knives among the knife collecting community, if you weren't aware of that. But no, for the most part, knives are a lot like jewelry for men, pocket jewelry. So think of it as a necklace or something that you might wear if you're female. And, men, their watches, their knives, maybe their rings, their wallet, maybe their phone, maybe some other stuff they carry, a hank or whatever. You haven't decided yet, Stacy. But I think a knife for a man is a lot like a piece of like a scarf or something else. if you understand what I'm saying. Mr. Skullfire is carrying a Rosecraft Little Riverbend Skinner. Very nice. Very, very, very nice knife. Rosecraft makes some really good knives, and they are really starting to dominate the mid-range in the traditional market. That's for sure. Hey, what about us women? Yeah, women love knives too. I never mean to, but her knife. I never mean to suggest that women don't love knives. When did I suggest that? Actually, my daughter is into them a fair amount, not as much as I am, but so is my wife, even though she denies it and won't admit it. She actually has a couple of knives herself that she has and likes that she's taken from me in my collection. So there you go. And if you're talking, let's see. The more handicapped you are, the more knives you should carry to equalize. Absolutely. Worst case scenario, you can chuck them at into self-defense. Stacy, the Kaiser Hawk is what Zach is responding to Stacy there. Okay. Yeah, Lona. I mean, we're here to have fun. We're here to have fun. I'm glad that you're laughing. I'm glad that you're enjoying yourself. And that's what I want people to come here and do. And so in that line, I want to show you the most useless knife. You were asking me what we use our knives for. Hi, Clint. Good morning. Hopefully you'll get your package here real soon. The most useless knife in my collection. So this knife, since you were asking, has absolutely no use because there's no way I'm going to ever carry this thing and use it for anything. This is the Tucson. Oh my lord, I can make out the number. The Tucson 151, the TS 151, and it is a claw knife with a button lock there on the side that you have to press in, and you have to manipulate this bar to extrude the knife. Okay, so out the front, technically it's an OTF, a manual OTF, and you have to manually retract it like that. It'd be okay for opening packages or something, but I have absolutely no idea why they created this knife. This knife has can any of you all? Good morning, Dana. Brown Sugar. Good morning. Can any of you all tell me why Tucson created this knife? What this knife would be actually used for? Does anyone have an idea? It has an excellent ano job. I mean, look at the titanium anodization on it. It's just gorgeous. Which is the reason I got it. It's the only really majorly anodized titanium I have. But I cannot figure out what the use of this knife is. Please help. I have literally no clue how you would use this knife in a functional way. Your first actual knife was a butter knife. I get you. It's just cool. It's weird, right? It's just a weird knife. My first knife was a knife I stole from my grandfather there, Alona. I was a little opening packages. Yeah, that's about the only use I have for it. It was a little case peanut knife that I snatched when I was like 5 years old from my grandfather, and I still have it. It's managed to track with me my entire life. So for the past 54 years, that little case peanut has followed me around like a little piece of bad karma to remind me of just how rotten I was as a little child and not to ever be like that again. Amazingly well done, piece of karma there if you want to look at it that way. Anyway, so yeah, this is like the most insanely useless knife. Do any of you all have a useless knife that you carry, that you own, that you'll never be able to carry because you're not actually ever going to have a use for it? I mean, I guess you could sit this beside the door, and if you're careful, you could use it for packages. But I mean, it's just hard to even keep track of which way the blade comes out in this if you're not paying attention. So I do not understand this knife at all, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. And it is the one knife in my collection that I would say I have absolutely got because of its aesthetics, its looks, the titanium, and it has absolutely no use in my collection beyond that. So anyway, so there you go. There's another Tucson. And again, people who are asking me about Tucson construction quality, for such a strange knife, I mean, this thing is really well built. All the tolerances are very tight. It's really cool. it just is. Good morning, Mark. How are you, Mark? I hope you are doing well. I hope today finds you well, happy, healthy, and whole. The three H's, which I have a new sticker coming for, so we'll be including that. Um, I'm showing off knives. My carry today, of course, is I shouldn't say, of course. I'm showing off knives, of course, and my carry today is the 80 20.5. Just the fidget toy that it is. This knife has a story. So when I was just getting involved in the knife community, I was attending lives, and I had commented in one of the lives that I was just having trouble tracking down a Boker Kalishnikov, the one with the donuts or the sprinkles on it. I was trying to get one of those for my wife, right? And I couldn't get one. And some gentleman hit me up by the name of Troy. He goes by Tree Stabbing Troy on YouTube and on Instagram, and he said, "Hey, send me your address." And so a few weeks later, a package arrives with the Kalishnikov, the little auto. I can't even think of what it's called right now. Happens to me when I'm on a live and I'm trying to think while I talk. And then this little 80 20.5 came with it, and it's as a gift. It just cemented my love and affection for the community, for the knife community. People do nice things for each other in the community. It's really cool. This is not a Smith. This is an AD 20.5. It is by a gentleman named Andrew Dimko. And I'm not sure who Dimko Knives put out the 20.5. So it's his company that does it. Smith and Wesson, and we're not here to judge Wholesome, but Smith and Wesson is considered down in the budget end for sure, of knife collecting. So it just is what it is. But yeah, Alona, yeah, wow, that's what I thought too. When someone you don't know is willing to do it, and they're not cheap knives. We're not talking. We're talking at least $100 between the two of them, probably quite a bit more. So it wasn't just a small gift. It was actually a really substantial gift from someone I didn't know at all. And so it embodied what Zach Stuff has said for KFS concept idea of doing something kind for someone. And I like to push that too in my live streams. Sorry, my channel keeps popping in and out. Unfortunately, I'm on my phone, and at times people will try to call. The Desert Warrior, thank you. I was just having trouble thinking of that name. And yeah, Troy is an awesome guy. And yeah, he made me feel so special in the community. It just made me feel special and known. Like you're honored. We want you here. We like you, and it was really cool. And so I've carried that with me, and so that's why my channel is going to be is a giveaway channel in which I'm going to be giving knives back to the community, just to keep sharing that same concept of doing nice stuff. So, Alona, unfortunately, I am shipping to the Philippines. I don't think I can ship knives. So if you're here for my birthday giveaway, also, if you're under 18, I don't think I can include you. You'd have to have an adult ship, but I mean, it's not like I'm checking IDs at the door. So it is what it is. There's going to be some major knives, and it's going to be on August 31st, about 10 a.m. And there's going to be some major knives. I'm giving away a ProTech Sprint that's one of the contoured ones with the mother of pearl inlaid buttons. I'm a Middle Complex, big channel on YouTube. If you want to check them out, is sending me a knife to give away. It should be getting here in the next few days, week. It took 5 days to go across Kansas. I was tracking this back. What is up with the U.S. Postal Service, by the way? I was tracking this package. He sends it out. I'm checking the tracking. He sends it from a small town in Kansas. It goes to like another town in Kansas, and it goes another. It took it 5 days to get from his small town in Kansas to like Wichita. He could have walked it there just as fast. Like, what the hell? Anyway, so on my birthday, and he'll be giving a knife away. Well, I'll be giving it away he's giving it to me to give away, which is really nice, very, very kind. And then Brian Winters, if you want to go look up Winter Blade Co. Online, is going to be giving away a Fusion, his new knife that just dropped a couple of weeks ago, and sold out immediately. So it'll be hard to collect, hard to get a hold of. Except maybe through my live. So it is what it is. Hopefully it it'll make someone really happy. I wish I could get it myself. I really do. Um, so that's rad. You want to add some Desert Warriors to your collection. They're cool. You know, the problem I had, Mark, was that every time that they would do a sprint run of them, I would be busy and I wouldn't have money to buy it, and so I had to. It's mine. I had to. I just couldn't get a hold of one, and so it was really kind of convenient, and it was very kind of Troy to do that. So, and it's just one more thing that they do. For everyone new who's coming in, I did show off the most useless knife in my collection, and that is a Tucson, the 151, which is a claw knife that is pretty difficult to manipulate and use in any kind of fidgety manner. But it's just really a pretty knife with some really gorgeous indentation on it, and just a really cool knife for whatever purpose it has. And it's most useless. I'll never carry it for anything. So I was just showing that off earlier, letting y'all know. Desert Warrior, not at the top of my list. I'm not that big of a fan of the auto Kalishnikovs. Boy, that is a hard word to say. I'm not a big fan of those. Hey, Ron, thank you, Mr. Crow's Blades, for coming in and joining us. Good morning. It's about 10 o'clock, so I'll just remind everyone that I'm coming to you live from South Texas, about 6 miles from the Mexican border. And so OMKR Live, we have the morning show, a big positive lift for your day. So everyone come on in and have an uplifting day. Dana, good morning. What was I talking about? I was talking about the most useless knife in my collection. I wanted to know, do any of you all have a useless knife in your collection? And then everyone new coming in, tell me what your weather's like and what you're carrying today. I'm carrying the 80 20.5 that was a gift. Blessed in some ways, yes, but this one really pushes my credulence on how useful this is going to be for somebody. It's certainly not useful. Has a very limited use. I mean, it'd be opening things. Scoring things, maybe if you had a job where you were doing this all day long and you had to score things, maybe. But other than that, it just does not strike me as a really particularly useful knife. It's cool. It just is not useful. Anyway, so I'm just wondering if anyone has one of those. They're in stock right now, and I couldn't afford. Yeah, that's what happened to me. I couldn't afford them at all, let alone afford them all. We do have we also have I think we have a little sack Desert Warrior, and I want to say we picked up something else that was Desert Warrior, and I can't think of it right now. But I think we have something there. Let's see here. Everyone's saying hello to each other. That's nice. One of the other knives I brought with me was a Civivi bow. It's a pretty knife in carbon fiber, and it has excellent action and stuff. It just doesn't ever get carried. It's because it's like I don't dress up enough, I think, to carry it. I think I feel underdressed for the knife when I have it. Self-defense, same here. And it's always when I'm broke, right? Exactly. Self-defense for wife. You know, the best self-defense for my wife is me. Hopefully, hopefully I'm there when I'm needed, right? But yeah, I want her to be able to take care of herself too if she needs to. And yeah, a little snappy auto that no one knows she has in her purse that's down in there that she can pop out and just poke and say, "Get away from me," is nice. The Civivi is really nice. Yeah, it is good in the hand. The action is smooth, although it's a very small blade, so it's a little light getting it down to snap it closed. But the action is really good. Still frame lock with excellent milling. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a view of that milling in there. There you go. You can kind of see it there in the shadows. Excellent milling makes it very lightweight, and the carbon fiber makes it good. The carbon fiber is good. I think there's 1 or 2 tiny little gaps in it, and it's like a shredded carbon fiber. You can see the pattern on it with red G10 in it mixed in. It's a pretty cool knife. You have a railroad spike knife that lost no weight after weighing in at 4 pounds. Yeah, Miranda, that makes it a pretty useless knife. I mean, it's not one you're going to carry and use very much. It makes it a really good hammer and an excellent projectile, but not necessarily that great of a knife. The CRK. Okay, so Mark has the. Let me scroll back so I don't lose this. Mark has the most useless knife he has to be the CRKT gravitic flip. The blade play is so bad that you can't use it, but it's fun to play with. You know, that's interesting. Yeah, I would argue some of my least useful knives are some of the more fun ones to play with. That's true. And the one you said, oh, you're saying that that could be used. Yeah, the only problem would be deploying it. All right. So yeah, you want something small and discreet. But how are you going to? I mean, you're going to get it out. You're going to hold on a second. Okay, there you go. Get back. Unfortunately, I don't think it. Because of the design and the manipulation, the way the locking system works, I don't think it works good for self-defense. I mean, you might, if I guess if you practice, you could get fast where you could whip it out and go like that and defend yourself. But you can't even get a good grip on it. I mean, you can only grip it like this because you can't grab it here, even though it's tempting, because that's the sharp side of the blade. So you can't grab it there. I mean, it'll get you. So yeah, it's one of those things where I just have it. I guess, yeah, and non-threatening, because you have to admit, if it takes that long to open, it's not going to threaten somebody. That's a good point. So maybe it would be useful as a non-threatening knife. Let's keep going here. Everyone's saying hello. That's nice. I like everyone coming in and saying hello to each other. I want that to be the main purpose of this morning show, is for everyone to wake up, get a smile on their face, look forward to doing something, come on in here and go, hey, everybody, good morning. I'm pleased to see you. I'm glad that you're going. Hi, baby. Thanks for coming back in. I want everyone to be, hey, pleased to see you. Nice. Good morning. Good morning, or good evening. And in the case of people who are in the Philippines. So, baby, hi. Let's see here. And yeah, that's what I want. I want everyone to have a good day. I mean, the purpose of this channel, like I said, is to make the world a better place. So I want everyone to have a good day and come in and say good morning to each other. So thank you for doing so. And thank you for sharing your time. We had hours yesterday. I think we got up to about 80, 90 hours. We'll see how many of them they let us keep. That was without me pushing anything. But if you get a chance and you have if you have something not being used, put it on my videos. Watch a few of my videos. I have some that are, I think, very interesting, but I also have many that you could just play for an hour or two. I appreciate all the view time that everyone is giving me. They keep taking some away, but I think we're getting more than they're taking away. That's for sure. It's just like 3 steps forward and then a step back every day. But we cleared 60 some 70 some hours yesterday, even after they took everything back. So I think that's pretty good overall. So we'll keep doing it. It might take us more than to my birthday to get there, but we will get to the point where this channel has memberships probably before October, probably by the end of September, if not by my birthday. Especially doing these live streams. These live streams are a tremendous help. You all coming in here every morning and spending your time with me and each other. It is a big help for that. You've got a double tap for an office knife today. I'm not familiar, Mark, with the double tap. I'm assuming that's a knife. I'm not familiar with it. I'm gonna have to look it up. As I've said before, these live streams are wonderful for giving me knife ideas that I have not seen, and can't and I'm not aware of. I haven't been paying that much attention. Which brings me to a question I had. What are you guys looking at for your next knife purchase? Do any of you have anything on the radar? We know Stacy's looking at those Desert Warriors, right? But do you guys have anything on the radar that you're looking at that's coming up that you're like, okay, I'm gonna save up for that. I'm ignoring everything else. It's a big boy. All righty, that's cool. I'm fond of my bigger knives as well. I have trouble carrying some of them. I mean, my cold stills, my lord, the Voyager XL, it will fit in my scrub pockets. I have carried it with me before, once or twice. They cut it down to only where they would only let you run one at a time. Oh my God. Yeah, they're after it. They're not letting us get away with anything. So yeah, just watch what you can organically, and if you can open a playlist and run it and watch some videos, stop it and change it around everywhere, and let's just run the hours organically the way we can, the best we can. The system is on to us. Darn it, they've caught on. But that's okay. We're getting there. Like I said, we banked close to 1,200 hours in less than a month, which is huge. That is huge progress, and we're at like 1,400 again now. So I'm about halfway there, just a little bit halfway there. You're looking at the T-Kel Next Nautilus Fixie. That's the one you're looking at getting, I'm guessing. You want to really get the Blue Wee Knife Boogie Banter. Oh my God. What is his name? What is up, guys? I can't think of his name. I'm having that name thing that I have where I can't think of people's names. Anyway, yeah, I've been watching him since he was with Blade HQ, way back. His show. I stopped watching their show after they left. Him and Austin I remembered Austin's name. Ben Peterson. Thank you. Yeah, him and Austin they made the show. And then Zach afterwards a little bit, but him and Austin made that show. He is probably one of the most inspirationally kind people I have ever seen online. At least his public persona is just super inspirational to me. He's a really cool guy and very nice person, and has done a lot in the world and for a lot of people. And it's pretty cool. NAFCO, yeah, KNAFCO, yeah, NAFCO. Pretty cool guy. I would love to affiliate with him in the future, but yeah, I just like him for who he is. He's been really cool. So, want to know why knives? You love. Well, first, Bless says, "I love Cold Steel. Wish you had more." Cold Steel has some actually inexpensive knives, Bless, that are not too bad. The Spike, I think, a couple of the others are pretty. Little Tontos are pretty reasonable, surprisingly reasonable, actually, given the price market in knives today. They're surprisingly reasonable. Want to know why? Well, what happened to want to know why knives? So now we have a want to know why, but you're not want to know why knives, are you? In which case I'm confused. Is carrying your remet, camel, and Olatun's scalpel. Yeah, Remet's been real active in the community here in the past few months. Real crazy. You're looking at older knives, budget savers. Yes, Ben Naffs, I believe. Yep. Miranda is on your list. The Ferrara Monster Xandros Lightning. Now that sounds kind of like a Grail hunt knife. I mean, that sounds like something that is gonna be. It's you want to know why knives? Okay, so we'll just call want to know why. I like that. I actually like that better. Honestly, I like that better. I want to know why about everything, right? I'm good with that. That makes sense to me. Yeah, that knife sounds really nice, Miranda. I'm gonna have to look that up. I obviously can't while I'm on here, but I'm gonna have to look that up. That sounds like a really cool knife. I wish you the best and success in getting it and saving up for it. If you have a motivation and you can save up for things, that's the way to do it. That is absolutely the way to do it. Stacy is saying, "Oh, okay, cool." I guess the Ben. Are you talking about Ben, or are you talking about okay, cool on something else? Because I must have lost you on what you're saying. Okay, cool about. And you know what? That reminds me. I'm probably missing people's chats. By the way, if I have been, I always forget to put this on all messages. So please, someone remind me in the future. So if I'm missing your chats, I apologize. We got it now. I shouldn't be missing you. And I would not ignore people. If you come in here, I won't ignore you. I will address each and every person that comes in here. Just out of respect, as best as I can. If we get, on my live stream on my birthday, if I get 1,000 people in there, I'm obviously not going to be able to talk to everybody, and but I'll do my very best. That's for darn sure. Let's see, Mr. Skullfire, the Remet Camel and Rhino are great knives for a great price. That is pretty cool. $220 Fairmont. That's not that bad of a price on something. I'm gonna have to look that up. Not that I would snipe it and get one. Yeah, I actually don't have the funds to be able to get anything right now like that. That's why I'm trying to get the channel to make money so I can do more giveaways like that. I can't fund a bunch of giveaways. nor would I want to try, and nobody should try, by the way. If you have a channel, do not try to fund doing giveaways and stuff as a way to do your channel. You'll go broke and it won't work. I'm just able to do it right now because of good circumstances, and it was just to meet this one goal that I've had of getting this channel to where it actually is doing something and giving back to the world. I've put in so much time over the past 15 years, more in the past 8 years, that I don't want it to go to waste. I want there to be some preservation of it, if you know what I mean. Um, and you know, that's kind of how things work. You do something as a hobby for a while, and you learn skills, and then you get good at it, and then eventually, all of a sudden, your hobby turns into a career opportunity or a job path. And so, yeah, that's kind of the way the world works, and sometimes. So, um, okay, the Farrah Monster at 220. I am so interested in that, Miranda. I'm gonna have to look at that. Mark loves his rhino. That would be the Remet rhino, and a what not purchase that you don't. It was an in the moment what not purchase that you don't regret at all. Any of you have any knife purchases that you do regret? That's a good question. Any of you have any knives that you actually regret buying? I was actually going to bring that up as one of the things on my list. So thanks for the segue there. I'm curious. I actually do have. Well, I did have one, but I've been able to kind of fix it. Which was the knife I bought because I love the blade shape, which is the CJRB RIA. It has a really cool blade shape. I like that leaf shape with the belly. I don't even know what you would call that. But when I got it from the person who had it, it had some serious lockup issues. It would not lock up, and it would unlock at the slightest provocation, which was not a good thing, right? I mean, do this, it would just pop open. So I've taken it and worked it and worked it and worked it to where, I mean, it would do this like that. I've worked it to where it will lock up now. Once I do it, it won't come unlocked. But yeah, when I first got it, I actually kind of regretted getting it because like, oh crap, this thing does not work. But otherwise, I don't really have very many that I regret ever buying. That's kind of the point of collecting, right? If you're a collector, you're not going to regret any in your collection. That's why it's a collection. But yeah, I'm just curious. Any of you all have anything that you've bought that you regret? Price wise, I'm sure maybe there's some sticker regret, or sticker shock regret, or whatever you want to call it, where you spent more than you meant to, and then you get it and you're like, well, it's a good knife, but is it worth that much? Yeah. But that's probably true of everything nowadays, isn't it? Is there anything that's reasonably priced in the world? It makes me wonder. I don't think there are. I think everything's. I mean, you saw my demonstration with the silver dollar, or if you didn't see my demonstration with the silver dollar, go back and look, because I showed how a silver dollar, which was worth, I always carry one around with me, which was worth $1 back in the 1930s, is now worth about $60, 50, $60. But more importantly, a little 1 gram piece of silver, which is microscopically tiny compared to the silver dollar, is worth $2. So that just goes to show you how much our money has shrank over the years, and it has shrank. That is for sure. Regardless of politics, which we don't discuss in here, it has shrank. Before you came to the community, you bought some Timu knives. Timu, yeah, that's a good topic, Bust. You get what you buy. You get what you pay for. If you buy a really, really, really cheap knife, and if you use them hard, they're probably not going to last and be as durable as a well-made brand name production knife. These guys, I mean, man, this thing is just like walked like a bank vault. These guys have regret. That's a different type of regret, Mark. That's a totally different type of regret. But yeah, you kind of get what you pay for. And I mean, I do have some like Walmart knives, some of the inexpensive Walmart knives, and they're okay, but I would not trust them in the same way like if I had to go out and use it as I would like this one. Even though this has plastic handles, the FRN scales, it's just a much better made and quality item. Yeah, and even like the Civivi, I would use this harder than I would use some of the Walmart knives. Jumping down to Mark's comment, I'm sure I'll regret some of his knife purchases once the wife finds out. Which is, it brings up a good thing that I like to joke about, but it's probably true. You should never count your knives or add up the value of your collection, because someone might find out. That's exactly how many you have or exactly how much they're worth. It's probably just never a good idea. So I personally don't catalog. My catalog for my collection are my YouTube videos. And there are some videos of stuff that's not mine. I wish I had that hawk deadlock. I really do. Yeah, and you can buy an inexpensive knife and have it come out good. This is true. More likely, I think, with traditionals, I think you're more likely to find a good used traditional for like at a flea market for inexpensive, and get some good use out of them. And just I'm thinking, of course, of like Rough Riders too. I mean, you can get Rough Riders at a very inexpensive price, and they're well made. They will hold up to some reasonable use. Um, Blade steel might not be the best stuff in the world, but they will hold up to some reasonable use. Forgive me a second. I have to hydrate my vocal cords. There we go. Now we're doing better. So, Jay Lace or J Lack EDC, hi, welcome. You are new here joining us. Thank you. I appreciate that. And please make sure you're subscribed. And if you have the capability of watching or playing videos of mine in the background, I am trying to get to 3,000 hours. Please help me get there. I appreciate it. We're having a huge giveaway on August 31st, which is my birthday. It'll be a reverse birthday giveaway. And there's some crazy stuff in there. If you want to know more, ask. I'll be happy to tell you about all the stuff that I'm giving away. But I think everyone else in here has already heard it so many times they're sick of it. So if not, go watch the videos. But August 31st, 10 a.m., you absolutely want to be here. Mark, the only Temu, I've never bought anything from Temu, by the way. I'm not fond of the tracking stuff, even though I'm probably tracked all the hell anyway. The only Temu knife you bought was a Medford Praetorian clone for 20 bucks. It's only 20 bucks, so oh well. It's not horrible. It's big, has horrible not good action, but it can be used. And basically, it's a small axe, right? I mean, an axe doesn't have to be, the steel on an axe doesn't have to be the best. It just has to work. So, the Praetorian's a big old knife. I wouldn't mind owning an original one. I don't know about a clone. Thanks, J-Lac. I appreciate it. You just picked up the CRK Squid XM and loving it so far. I take it that is your in the pocket carry today. Whenever anyone comes in here, I'd love for them to share what they're carrying and where they're from and what the weather's like. Just gives us something to talk about. And I want this show, by the way, J-Lac, it's a morning show. It's meant to be uplifting. Everyone's supposed to come in, have a good time, smile, and have a wonderful day, and then go out and do nice things for people for the rest of the day. And if I can inspire you to do that, then I've done I've achieved my goal for the day, and that's what I'm doing here. I'm a physical therapist here in South Texas, way to the south, just north of Mexico, down by the end of the river. And so that's a quick down and dirty of my background since you subscribed. So thank you for doing so. It's a big chopper. Yeah, it is. I've got a Kukri that is an old. I mean, I got it at a gun show. It's probably a cheap POS, right? But I've been able to sharpen it. It's a carbon steel. I've been able to sharpen it and get it to take a good edge. It's sharpened like it's a hard steel. It fought me. And I've been able to chop stuff with it. It's got a full tang that goes all the way through. So it's technically, if you look it up, was meant to be a used kukri. Those are the ones that they made for war kukris, as opposed to the rat tang type stuff. And so, yeah, it's a pretty cool kukri. That's my chopper. That's what I carry around for chopping. Clint is carrying his Kershaw live wire today, and it's sunny up there, hot up there in Maine, huh? How hot is hot up there in Maine? You put hit, but I know you mean hot. I mean, are you talking 90? Or what are you talking about up there? I'm always looking forward to hearing about your weather up there. It makes me feel cool, like not hot. So I want to know what your temperature really is up there. And everyone else, tell me what you're carrying if you haven't. Oh man, in Maine it's 100. Wow. Okay. Hey, that's a pretty hot day up there. You guys stay cool. You guys have I assume some of you have air conditioning and stuff. If you don't, go to the mall or go to somewhere where you can get out of the heat because 100 is hot enough to do some harm to you if you're not careful. Uh, J-Lac has been drinking coffee and smoking cigarettes. Doesn't smoke. Don't smoke, fellas. It's a bad habit. Yeah, no doubt. I quit smoking in 2004, more or less. I smoked cigars after that for a while, but been and sharpening all morning. Newfoundland, Canada. Thank you. 18 Celsius and raining, so that's about 60, 70 degrees, something like that. I'm not good at Celsius to English. Yuck, mid 80s today in Iowa. All right, all right. You have two. Okay, good. I was gonna say if you don't have air conditioning and it hits 100, that's dangerous. And then that is, especially if there's any humidity and you just can't cool down. It's dangerous. Also, check on your pets and animals up there. Make sure they got lots of water and all that good stuff. Yeah, they'll need it if they're not used to this kind of that kind of heat. 100 degrees is um, it can be a problem, for sure. Anything actually over 90 can kind of be a problem for most people and animals. At least that's been my experience. We regularly get to 105, even 108 up here. Often doesn't go much above 108, 110, even on a really bad day. Um, what am I carrying? This is the 80/20.5, but I did bring some other knives, J-Lac. I brought the most useless knife in my collection today, an anodized titanium claw from Tucson, the 151. And I actually have no use for this knife in my daily life. It's a non-carry. It'll never get anything, but it's in my collection, so I brought it to show off as well. You've gone up 2 degrees. Okay, it's starting to get warm out there. Starting to get warm. So this 80/20.5 JLAC was a gift to me from a member of the community by the name of Tree Stabbing Troy when I was brand new to the community. I still have it and I still carry it, and it does that claw does look cool. I still have it and I still carry it because it was just such a kind thing to do. It inspires me and it kind of inspired me to keep going with the channel and everything else for many years. Even when I put out a video, it gets 5 views. It's like, yeah, you know what? I'll keep doing it. 5 people got some entertainment, and that's good. And and so now that we're picking up, which is really really nice. Thank you all for all the views, and thank you all for coming into the live streams. Be here for my giveaway. That's my big thank you to you all. August 31st at 10 a.m. Um, it's inspiring. It's just when someone does really something really nice for you like that, it's inspiring. Awesome blades. You would like to have a claw for the collection. There's no use. Yeah, I don't have any use for it. I've tried to be creative and come up with a use for it too. And I mean, the only thing I can think of possibly, and you have to be careful with this darn thing. It'll get you if you're not paying attention. The only possible use I've come up for it would be like package opening, or maybe if you had to work in an environment where you were constantly doing things with your hands, but you also had to, cut something all the time, so you could hook your fingers on it and hold it like this. And in a work environment where you had to grab stuff and move stuff, you could manipulate things with your hands and still score and cut things as you go. So I could see it like that, or maybe harvesting. If you were harvesting something, whatever you might be harvesting, but you might be able to use it as a little harvesting tool efficiently. But otherwise, I have not been able to come up with any kind of use for this thing. Although it is pretty, it is pretty cool looking. And the anno job they did, I can't say anodization today. The anno job they did on it is just incredible. So, okay. So, but yeah, that's the most useless knife in my collection. So, guys, I want to remind everybody. Oh, wait, let's see here. What's blessed? Coastal SR1 Tonto was gifted by Chris Kitts when you first came in the community. It's been in your pocket since. I'm telling you, a gifted knife like that is a big deal. It definitely cements a person's relationship to the community. It creates a binding bond, I guess, is the best way to put it. So we got to start getting ready to wrap up here. I've only got a couple more minutes, but I want to wish everyone an absolutely wonderful day. Go out and be nice to one another. Do something nice for someone. Watch what happens. Watch the results. They will go do nice things for other people as well. It spreads like a mind virus, and that is what I want us to do. Let us spread kindness to the world. Please watch as many videos as you can, but remember the playlist spamming is not working, so go and actually watch a few here and there if you can. You can put on a live stream and run it in the background. They run an hour, so you can do that every once in a while. It's a huge help, and it has been cranking in the hours, trying to get to that 3,000 point by the 31st of August. And if we do, I'm just gonna go nuts with this giveaway. I'm gonna figure out what to do. So anyway, you all have a wonderful rest of your day. And this is the part, by the way, all you new people, where everyone stares up my nostrils while I send this thing into production. I'll see you all tomorrow morning, same time, 10:30, 10:45. Every morning, Monday through Friday, Monday through Saturday, I'm here doing this live stream between my patients. So I appreciate you all coming in and having a good morning. I hope everyone has a better day than you had coming in here, and may that keep going all day long as your day gets going. So yes, everyone have a wonderful, wonderful day. Now let's send this to production. And please join me again tomorrow. I mean it. Everyone coming in here for this live stream is just wonderful. I really appreciate it. Any topics you guys think of that you want to talk about, bring them with you. I'll talk about just about anything, as long as it's not involving religion, politics, or sex. All right, on this channel and this morning thing. All right, you all have a wonderful day. It's been Patrick. Bye. You all have a wonderful day. It's been Patrick. Bye.